Some call it the Heartland. Others call it America's breadbasket. Progressives call it Flyover America. But those that live there call it home.
I'm from Oklahoma, and I am a very proud deplorable.
I've been in Oklahoma 30 years, from Oklahoma City.
Well, I kind of go back and forth between Texas and Oklahoma.
I'm Kayleen. And I'm Charlene. And we're Flyover America! Flyover America!
Woo! So what's it like living in Oklahoma?
You know, it's pretty awesome. The people are down to earth. They just want good things for their family and their friends. It's a lot more diverse place and a lot more less backwards than people like to think we are.
Well, I'm a professional auctioneer. I've been in the industry for 10 years.
My job title is, well, it's not really, I can't say the title. I guess what I do is I go around the city and I pick up the deceased all over the city and surrounding Oklahoma areas.
I sell electronics for a living, have for the last, oh my goodness, almost 30 years.
I drive a truck all over the U.S. and Canada.
I started off in auto body, and now since they shut down my plant, I had to lay off over 10 people, and it's been a long road. I've been through bankruptcy.
Seems to be a race to zero with the way things have been set up and all the imported stuff coming from China and things like that. So it's just struggle after struggle, continuing to move on.
I'm starting to get on my feet now. You know, it's rough. You know. With this Obamacare, it's really hurting us, you know. I mean, I can't go out and, you know, I don't have insurance myself.
I know a lot of people that are close friends of mine and things like that their insurance went through the roof, or they just had to not have insurance anymore.
If I was to go and get insurance, it's going to cost me, you know, triple what somebody is paying for Obamacare. They'll pay $10 or something like that, and I'll be paying $200 a month. I mean, I can't pay that amount of money, you know. It's just impossible.
I survived. That would be about the best way I could do it. To prosper, I wouldn't give it that word. I was certainly excited to hear a real change was coming, and certainly Trump was offering a real change for America, and I was happy to be on board with him.
It was probably one Hillary or Bernie sign for every 10 Trump signs. It was quite a stark difference. I thought the election would be a landslide.
Trump, because he's got balls.
He wasn't part of the liberal establishment. He hadn't been there.
He told you like it was. He wasn't afraid to tell the media that they were not correct. That's really what I liked. He didn't take any crap, and he still doesn't. And I think that's what we need. We need to put the U.S. first because we're going down the crapper, and I think he's going to pull us back.
I'd say one of the big things is that he brought God and Jesus back into the White House. Our founding fathers were Christians, and they wrote the Constitution to give us those inalienable rights under God, not under some government. And if people would realize that and get behind it, we could make this country so great that none of the rest of the world would have a chance to compete.
When the U.S. was founded, these positions weren't meant to be a career. It was you know, if you were a farmer, you took a break from your farm for a couple of years to go represent your country, and then you went back to work. You didn't go for 30 years.
And certainly you can see, I think he's made a few rookie mistakes while he's been up there, and working with them just doesn't seem to be working. He needs to certainly get on the offensive and do what Donald Trump does.
First of all, he's going to have to stop all this liberal nonsense, burning American flags that, you know, my grandfather fought on the Philippine Islands. And to see somebody step on or burn that flag, I mean, it's like stabbing me in the heart, you know. I mean, it's just uncalled for. I mean, it's just the society has really gone downhill.
Protection of the Second Amendment would be a good one to start right there. Drain the swamp, build the wall. You know, all the talking points, those are things I've been saying since I've been a little kid. And fair trade agreements, why is that so hard? When we send something over there, it gets taxed 30%, but it comes over here and gets either no tax or 5%. How is that fair?
I've lost some acquaintances. I've lost some contact with some people who are intolerant, as they call us.
You got the coastal elites. They have no clue what it's like to be here in America, the breadbasket, if you will. I mean, we're hardworking folks. We go to work every day. We put food on our table. We make sure our babies are fine. And to to say that I just I'm a complete racist, you have no clue who I am.
A bigot is somebody that is prejudiced against anything for no reason. And the dictionary cuts both ways. If they're going to assume that I'm a bigot or a racist, well, what does that make them?
Well, I'd say at first it used to get to me a little bit, but then I just really looked inside myself and thought about, am I? I asked myself that question, and then I realized, no, I'm none of those things. And then I started looking at the people who are using those terms and their track records. And their track records are, that's who they are. So then I realized they're just projecting onto me, so it doesn't bother me at all anymore.
I grew up on the south side of Oklahoma City. I was raised around a Hispanic community. I love Hispanic people. That's who raised me. I mean, I was adopted as a child, so I mean, my neighbors next door, my friends, they were Hispanic. They brought me in. They would feed me. They would help me. I mean, I've never had a problem with any race or anybody. It's always been a good thing.
I go to a lot of liberal cities, and I'm not afraid at all to wear my Trump hat or anything on the right. And I've been harassed, but I just walk away, or if they catch me on the wrong day, then I'll stand up to them, and like a typical lefty, they'll just run away.
Just get to know us. We'll take time to get to know you. We're not going to agree on everything, and that's certainly reasonable. But we can have a civil conversation, which was very, very, very tough during the political campaign.
We're not ignorant, we're not racist, but we're also not afraid to stand up and call you on your BS.
Get out of your ivory tower or Section 8 housing, whichever it happens to be, and come meet us, and maybe we can help make the world a better place for everybody.
You need to get on board because you're going to be left behind. Trump is your president. There ain't nothing you could do about it. I mean, he's not going anywhere. You can say he's not your president. You can leave country like you said you were going to do. I mean, please, by all means, get that ticket and go.
Well, I left California, and I've been in Oklahoma for about 5 years now. And I'd have to say it's a great state. We have more red pill people, and being a blue pill turning into a red pill myself, it's kind of eye-opening. And people kind of think everyone here is just like cowboy, redneck. It's not true. Everyone here is really just more traditional than anything. Everyone is open to new ideas and just kind of friendly to each other.
That's really good. And you were telling me a story about your school and how at your school they voted on who was going to vote for Hillary and Trump. Can you tell us about that?
At my school we had our very own election. It was between Hillary and Trump. It was going on for a week, and the same week as the election, and I kept saying in my journal about what they were saying about Trump, about my opinion. I kept saying, vote for Trump, with these things.
With a heart? So you're doing a heart and vote for Trump?
I am a huge Trump fan. We got to make posters. I made mine, vote for Trump. I said, make America great again.
Oh, wow. Very cool. So do you have a lot of friends? I know you were talking about one of your friends, how...
My best friend, Lena, she voted for Hillary. And I told her what Hillary was going to do and what Trump was going to do. So I told her that. She didn't know what they were going to do. I'm just guessing that they were that she just wanted a girl for president for once, but then I told her, then she said I'm going to Trump's side. So and in our election it was Trump won by 1 point on it.
Very cool. So
Trump won twice in it.
He won twice in it? Very cool. So what do you think about some of the people who are telling young girls to want to vote for Hillary because then we'd have a female president?
I think it's just not right because people have their own right to vote. Like we have our own right to vote here. So yeah.
Right, so women have the right to vote, so we should be able to vote for who we want to vote for, not just because they're a woman, but who's the best candidate.
Yeah, it's basically they're just telling you what to do because you're a girl. My mom had to.
Are you talking about when everybody came here, when they waited their turn to come
Yeah.
here legally?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody had to stay in the same house because we couldn't afford to get our own. And then finally, your grandma, my mom, finally got her citizenship, and she got a job. She waited her turn. And so the reason why some of my family loves Trump is that he's all about making it equal for everybody to wait their turn to come here and then get their job the right way, get their citizenship the right way, not just take it from people that are waiting in line.
What was your opinion on Obamacare?
I tried signing up for it a few years back, and I couldn't get it. It was just too high. I couldn't afford it. So I feel like I agree when you say, Infowars even says, just repeal it. You don't even need to replace it. Just repeal Obamacare already. Nobody can afford it. No families can. I tried signing up for it. It was well over what I could even afford. It was like a mortgage just to pay for Obamacare.
I've tried most of the supplements. It's probably easier to tell you which ones I haven't tried than the ones I have tried. And every one of them have been pretty amazing, and I can definitely feel the difference. Since I started taking them, probably about a year and a half ago, I've lost about 45 pounds, which is hard to believe because I still look like I need to lose another 100 or so. But they have worked. The X2, I felt myself detoxing on that probably 2 weeks after I started taking it. Anybody who's interested in any of the supplements definitely needs to try them. I can't say anything non-positive about them. They're just great products.
Alex, we really need women's shirts so bad. Please give us cute shirts to wear. Yeah, cute Infowars shirts, some tank tops, some soft tees for us women. We don't want to look like guys because there's only 2 genders. We just need women's shirts, please. I'll buy them. I buy them all.